What's up, Patriots Nation? This is your home for everything New England football. And today, we've got a massive financial bombshell that's going to change how we look at roster construction for years to come. While the entire world is focused on our huge showdown against the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl LX, our front office is already playing chess while the rest of the league is playing checkers. The NFL has officially released salary cap projections for 2026, and folks, these numbers are absolutely staggering. According to the latest reports from Tom Pelissero at NFL Network, the league is informing clubs that the spending limit for 2026 is expected to shatter all previous records, landing somewhere between $301.2 million and $305.7 million per team. To put this in perspective, this season's cap was set at $279.2 million. We're talking about an increase that could reach as high as 9.5% in just 1 year. Since the post-pandemic dip, the NFL's cap has grown by more than $100 million in just 5 years. This is unprecedented growth, and nobody, absolutely nobody, is better positioned to take advantage of this than your New England Patriots. Now let's talk numbers, and these are the numbers that should have every member of Patriots Nation fired up. Our salary cap guru, Miguel Benzan, broke down the data using a midpoint projection of $303.45 million. Here's the key information you need to know. Even after being one of the most aggressive teams in the league during last offseason, the Patriots are entering 2026 in an extremely favorable position. Current projections show the team sitting at a whopping $42.6 million below the salary cap, with 50 players already under contract. This puts the AFC champions among the top 10 teams in the league with the most available spending room. What does this mean for Dynasty 2.0? It means this isn't a flash in the pan, folks. This isn't some lucky season where everything bounced our way. While we might have a little less flexibility than last spring when we were leading the spending charts, we still have ample resources to keep our homegrown talent and pursue elite players in free agency. The best part? Our internal pending free agency list is surprisingly short. Only 7 players are headed to unrestricted free agency. The main names worth watching are defensive lineman Kyrie's Tonga and Clavon Chasen, plus safety Jalen Hawkins. Having over $40 million available while only needing to address a handful of departures is a dream scenario for any general manager in this league. If you're loving this deep dive into Patriots football and want to stay updated on all the moves this offseason, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We're going to be breaking down every signing, every draft pick, and every strategic move as we build toward another championship run. Don't miss out on Patriots Nation. The league is getting richer, but the Patriots are getting smarter, and that combination is absolutely lethal. As we prepare for the biggest game of the year in Santa Clara, rest easy knowing this: the financial future of Foxborough has never been more secure. While other teams are scrambling to make cap space and cutting beloved veterans just to get under the number, we're sitting pretty with flexibility and firepower. This is how you build sustained success in the modern NFL. This is how you create a dynasty that can last for years, not just one magical season. The Patriots Brain Trust has positioned this franchise for long-term dominance, and with Drake Maye locked in as our franchise quarterback on our rookie deal for at least 2 more seasons, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Think about it, Pats fans. We've got a second-year QB who just put up MVP numbers, a defense that's playing at an elite level in the playoffs, and now we're about to have over $40 million to spend on making this roster even better. We can re-sign our key contributors, target game-changing free agents, and still have room to maneuver during the season when injuries happen or opportunities arise. That's the kind of strategic position that wins multiple championships, not just one. That's the kind of flexibility that allows you to pounce when a disgruntled superstar becomes available mid-season, or when you need to add a veteran presence for a playoff push. The Seahawks might be getting all the headlines this week, and the national media might be crowning them champions already, but the real story is what's happening in the Patriots' war room. While Seattle is focused on trying to win 1 ring, New England is building something that can compete for the next 5 years, maybe even longer. That's the difference between a good team and a great organization. The Patriots don't just think about today, they think about tomorrow, next year, and the year after that. They're playing the long game while everyone else is worried about next week's headlines. So as we head into Super Bowl LX, remember this: win or lose on February 8th, and let's be clear, we're planning to win big. This franchise is set up to compete at the highest level for years to come. But we're not just planning to compete, we're planning to dominate. We're planning to hoist the Lombardi Trophy, then come right back next year and do it all over again. That's the Patriots way. That's what separates us from everyone else. Let's go.
Pay attention, because I never thought I'd see the day when I agreed with Nick Wright. Yes, that Nick Wright. The guy who's built his entire career being a professional Patriots critic. the man who's made a living doubting everything we do in Foxborough. But even he had to acknowledge some truths on the herd this week, leaving Seahawks fans extremely nervous. As Super Bowl LX approaches, the narrative is everywhere. Seattle is the favorite. The betting public is all in on the NFC, and analysts are lining up to say New England doesn't have a chance. But Wright pointed out one factor that all these talking heads are ignoring, and it's the most dangerous weapon in the NFL. Arrested, motivated Drake Maye. The narrative against the Patriots is built largely on Maye's recent playoff performances, which haven't exactly mirrored his historic regular season. He had some turnovers in the divisional round against Houston, fumbling 4 times and losing 2, though the defense bailed him out with 5 takeaways, including 4 interceptions to secure the 28-16 victory. But as Wright correctly noted, and I still can't believe I'm saying this, people are making a catastrophic mistake by forgetting what this kid did over 17 games. Drake Maye led this team to a 14-3 record while playing at a legitimate MVP level. He wasn't just good for a second-year quarterback, he was the engine of an elite offense. The reason we dominated opponents week after week. Wright's point, and this is shocking coming from him, is that with 2 full weeks to prepare and rest, Maye is going to look a lot more like the regular season MVP than a playoff rookie finding his footing. If Maye plays at the MVP level he showed during the regular season, and the defense plays as well as they have in the playoffs, there's no reason the Patriots can't defy the odds and win the Super Bowl, Wright stated. And that's exactly what the experts in Seattle don't want to admit. They'd rather believe the 14-3 record was a fluke, that the defense carried a struggling quarterback, or that we somehow got lucky with our schedule. But Maye has already proven he can perform under pressure, in hostile environments, and against the toughest defenses the road to the Super Bowl could throw at him. Let's talk about what Maye actually accomplished this season, because the numbers are absolutely bonkers, and they deserve to be repeated until everyone understands what we're dealing with here. He broke the Patriots' single-season completion percentage record with 72%, which also ranks 6th in NFL history. Let that sink in. 6th in the entire history of the National Football League. For perspective, Tom Brady's career best was 68.9% during his record-breaking 2007 campaign. Maye didn't just beat that mark, he obliterated it. His 8.9 yards per attempt set another franchise record, surpassing Brady's previous mark of 8.6 from the 2016 season. His 113.5 passer rating led the entire NFL this year and came just short of Brady's franchise record of 117.2 from the legendary 2007 season. He had 13 games with a passer rating over 100, breaking Brady's former team record of 12. He tied Patrick Mahomes for the most games with a passer rating over 100 by a player aged 24 or younger in a single season. When you're being mentioned in the same sentence as Mahomes and Brady at this stage of your career, you're doing something incredibly special. The offense that Maye orchestrated scored 490 points, the 5th highest total since 2000, and led the entire league with 296 first-half points. That's the 2nd highest first-half scoring total since 2000, trailing only the legendary 2007 Patriots offense that put up 333. Think about what that means. We weren't just beating teams, we were burying them early, jumping out to leads and forcing opponents to play from behind, which is exactly what you want to do in modern football. This wasn't some game manager riding an elite defense while throwing checkdowns and playing it safe. This was a young superstar putting the team on his back and willing them to victory after victory. Week after week, when we needed a drive, when we needed points, when we needed someone to step up and make a play, Drake Maye delivered. Seattle's defense is elite, absolutely no question about it, and the challenge for the young QB will be enormous. They've got pass rushers who can get after the quarterback, coverage guys who can take away your first read, and a defensive scheme that's confused plenty of veteran signal callers throughout the season. But if everything clicks, if Maye finds the rhythm he showed all season long, and the defense maintains their dominant playoff performance, this game won't just be competitive. It'll be a statement. It'll be a coming-out party on the biggest stage in all of sports. Underestimating a quarterback of Maye's caliber after he dominated the NFL for 4 months is a mistake that's going to haunt every analyst who thinks Seattle already has this game wrapped up. The disrespect is real, the underdog role is set, and Nick Wright, of all people, just provided the blueprint for why the Lombardi Trophy is coming back to New England. The Seahawks are favored, the media loves them, and the betting public is backing them heavy. Perfect. That's exactly where we want to be. That's when the Patriots are most dangerous. That's when magic happens. History is littered with teams that were supposed to win, teams that had all the momentum, all the media support, all the respect. And history is also full of Patriots teams that nobody believed in, that everybody counted out, that were written off before kickoff. We know how those stories ended. We've seen this movie before. And spoiler alert, we know the ending. Drake Maye is out to remind the entire world why you never ever count out the New England Patriots. So let them talk. Let them crown Seattle before the game even starts. We'll see who's right when the final whistle blows in Santa Clara. Patriots Nation knows what's coming. Let's go.
There's a storm brewing in the Patriots locker room, and it's fueled by pure, undeniable disrespect. If you thought a 13-4 record and an AFC championship would earn some recognition, you haven't been paying attention to the media lately. But cornerback Carlton Davis and the rest of this New England squad are hearing every word, and they're loving it. In a must-see interview with legendary Devin McCourty on NBC, Davis revealed how the team is handling being massive underdogs against the Seattle Seahawks. It's almost unbelievable, but despite winning 13 games and dominating the AFC, this Patriots team didn't receive a single first-team All-Pro selection. Think about that. You finish the season 13-4, dominate your conference, and the national voters decide that not one player on your roster was the best at their position. Carlton Davis didn't hide his frustration, saying that while it sucks, it's part of the hype and visibility game that other teams know how to play better. According to him, the media tends to favor teams with more clout, even when the Patriots are making the same plays or better ones. But here's the message that should terrify Seattle. The Patriots aren't complaining. They're using this as fuel to the fire. Davis made it clear there are two options: ignore the noise or use it, and this team almost always chooses the latter. When we step on that field, it'll be decided who the best team is, the defender warned. He emphasized that over the last 3 games, the Patriots have been the best team and the best defense, regardless of what the talking heads say. This is classic New England mentality that we've seen for decades. This team becomes most dangerous when the entire world says they don't have a chance. The Seahawks are the media darlings, the betting favorites, and they've got the clout. But as Davis said, when we're between those white lines, it'll be clear who's the best. The Patriots have been proving that all season long, and next Sunday, they plan to prove it one last time on the biggest stage of all. Before we continue, if you're riding with the Patriots all the way to the championship, smash that subscribe button and join Patriots Nation. We're going to be here for every moment of this incredible journey, and you don't want to miss a single second of what's about to happen in Santa Clara. Davis signed a 3-year, $54 million deal with New England this past offseason, bringing his exceptional athleticism and physical presence to complement lockdown corner Christian Gonzalez. At 6'1" and 206 pounds, he's been winning contested catch battles all season long, finishing with 69 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 10 passes defensed. In the divisional round against Houston, he had arguably his best game of the entire year, recording 4 tackles, 4 passes defensed, and 2 interceptions on C.J. Stroud before suffering a head injury in the second half. Players like Davis embody what this Patriots renaissance is all about. They came to New England knowing they'd have to prove themselves, knowing the national media wouldn't give them credit, knowing every victory would be questioned and every loss would be magnified. And they came anyway, because they wanted to be part of something special. They wanted to be part of building the next dynasty. They wanted to silence the doubters and prove that the Patriots way isn't dead, it's just evolving. The Seahawks have all the attention, all the hype, all the perceived advantages, but the Patriots have something more valuable, a chip on their shoulder the size of Gillette Stadium. They've got a locker room full of players who are tired of being disrespected, tired of being overlooked, tired of watching inferior teams get praised while their accomplishments are dismissed. That anger, that motivation, that burning desire to prove everyone wrong, that's more powerful than any pregame hype or media narrative. You can feel it building. Every dismissive comment from a national analyst, every prediction that favors Seattle, every ranking that puts Seattle players above Patriots players, it's all adding up. It's all being stored away, written down, remembered. And on February 8th in Santa Clara, it's all going to come pouring out. The Patriots are going to unleash months of frustration, disrespect, and doubt on an unsuspecting Seahawks team that believes their own hype. So let them talk, let them doubt, let them pick against us. Carlton Davis said it best. When we step between those white lines, everything else disappears. The clout doesn't matter, the media narratives don't matter, the betting lines don't matter. All that matters is who executes, who wants it more, who's willing to leave everything on that field. And Patriots Nation knows exactly which team that's going to be. The fuel is ready, the fire is about to burn, and Seattle's championship dreams are about to go up in smoke. Let's go, Patriots. Let's shock the world one more time.